I lost 15 kilograms in 3 months, and there were 3 major pillars, as I refer to them, that helped me do this. And one of them is walking. In this video, I'm going to talk about how walking helped me lose 15 kilograms in just 3 months, with 12 of those kilograms coming off in the first couple of months. So basically what I did was quite simple. I just basically walked for a given amount of time every single day for 2 months straight. Every day. I didn't miss out a single day. Even in the rain, bad weather, whatever, I made sure I got out there and I did at least 1 hour of walking. Now, there are many reasons why people might not be able to walk, of course. If you've got mobility issues and you can't walk anyway, obviously. If you've got arthritis, that might be extremely difficult. If you're injured, perhaps you have a knee or ankle injury. There are many reasons why people couldn't walk. But if you are able to walk, then walking is one of the best and probably the most underrated exercise when it comes to weight loss. When you compare walking to running and walking are something that we are physiologically fine-tuned to do as human beings. We are the perfect walking and running machines, right? Particularly running slowly, not necessarily sprinting, right? Yes, we can sprint, but I think sprinting is something that is meant to be done during emergencies, to get away from danger, etc. But it's not something that's supposed to be sustained over a longer period of time, which is why you're likely to see quite a few injuries if you sprint a lot. But walking is something that you can do pretty much every day of your life if you're able to. Another reason why walking is really, really good for weight loss is because it's quite slow burn. And when you do slow burn exercise, your body prefers to use fat than glucose. When you're doing running, chances are you have to deliver a lot of energy to the muscles very, very quickly. And glucose is what is able to do that in our body, right? Whereas fat is able to do a long distance, slow delivery of energy. So that's one of the 3 things that made my walking really, really effective. The consistency is the first thing. So make sure that you're consistent. Walking once a week, while it might be maybe good for, getting out and getting some air, but if you really want to get weight loss, you have to do it consistently. And that's as many times as you can do it, preferably every day. And the longer the walk, the better, depending on your body size and your abilities. I would at times do 2 hours. I've even done 3 hours if I had the time of day, but most of the time I try to do at least 1 hour. So consistent is the first thing. The second thing that I did that made the walking really, really effective and helped me drop 15 kilograms in 3 months is doing the walking before I ate anything. So I try to do the walking first thing in the morning or whenever I woke up. So I'd wake up, I'd have some fluids, which would be something like a pint of lemon water, warm lemon water, or sometimes lemon and vinegar in a certain mix. I'll do a full video about that soon. If you're interested in that, don't forget to subscribe. That lemon water apparently goes into your liver and helps to promote the release of stored fat in your liver so it can be metabolized. Again, I'll do a whole video on that. I learned that off of a doctor, actually. So I'd walk in the morning when my blood sugar was really, really low. So I'd have basically fasted overnight, obviously, which is why it's called a breakfast when you eat in the morning. My blood sugar would be super low. So in this state, my body was not only preferring fat, it almost had no choice but to use my body fat to fuel the walk. So that promoted burning of more body fat. So that's the second thing. I did it first thing in the morning. The third thing I did was actually to help make the walking easier and more enjoyable, and also to make it more likely that I would actually be consistent. And that was to integrate it into my day. So a lot of articles and things that I needed to read, I had already converted them into audio format so I could listen to them rather than read them. So I basically worked while I was walking. So if I had 10 articles to read, I'd use a text to speech converter to turn them into MP3s. I can link some in the description. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comment section and I would maybe even do a video about them, and I'll convert that text into speech and I'd listen to them as audio as I walked. Also, there are books that I've been needing to read. There are podcasts that I listen to. There are tutorials that I'm listening to learn stuff. I'm learning another language, for instance. All of these things I'd queue up and I would listen to during my walk. And when you listen to stuff, music, podcasts, something to take your mind off of what you're actually doing physically, the time just rolls by. And before you know it, you've been walking for 2 hours. Now, personally, I don't mind walking. It's something that I enjoy. I can walk even without listening to anything. I have no physical problems stopping me from walking. But a lot of people find it boring, maybe a little bit more difficult. And listening to music and listening to some information not only helps you make the walk easier, it could actually make you more efficient and effective and productive. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe. I'll be making a lot more videos about weight loss, health management, fitness. Remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a fitness instructor. I'm not an expert. I'm only just sharing what my experiences are and what's worked for me. An ordinary person, so they might help you too. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.